Welcome back to another episode. 10-second reviews on MyArtistDNA. Exec.
You know what it is. It's on me. Sweat.
That is
no suit.
Okay. Today we are
Sweat.
doing
Sweat.
Hyperspace by Beck.
Sweat stains.
So it just came out. It was like within the last week or so.
This came out, I want to say 2 to 3 days ago.
Oh, bet.
I saw it. I saw the image on Pharrell's Instagram, and I was like, that picture is fire. And then I swiped over, and he was like, glad working with you. I didn't originally know. I don't know who Beck is just by looking at him. Like, he looks just like a white dude to me. Because I don't, no offense, I just don't know that genre of music artists those artists very well. Recognition, I can't recognize those artists very well because I don't listen to that music like that. So you just show me a picture of Beck, I'll just be like, all right, it's some dude from England. Cool.
Touche.
So the fact that it was with Pharrell, that's what made me go, what is this? What type of music is this? Like, it has to be music related. It either has to be music related
obviously,
or it has to be some type of art collab. So that's what intrigued me. And the art, like, it's just fire. The album cover is just fire to me. It's a classic Japanese cartoon letters up top with the...
I'm pretty sure that's an 86 too.
Yeah, 86. You talking about the car?
Yeah, the AE86.
Oh.
I forget the original name, but that was like the original diff car from whatever the anime is.
That? My man.
What is the name of the anime?
He's just mad anime. He's just real mad
I gotta
anime
look it up
right
now.
now. This is real mad. This is just anime vibes right now. You got the blue sky with the pink tint and the orange tint in the background. The red car, the red AE86. A man with a white suit, red shirt. He's going crazy right now.
It was a Corolla. The AE86 was one of the OG Corollas that was rear-wheel drive. It was super easy to mod, so it became a driftmobile. And then what's the I gotta look up the name of the anime now. Initial D, that's what it is.
An Initial D. There you go.
That was his car, Initial D.
There you go. You said it. But yeah, I was just looking at the cover art and I was like, it's just fire.
That's why you never noticed the 86 badge on the FRS?
I don't pay attention to Toyotas too much. No offense to Toyota.
You're not a real car guy.
I'm not a Toyota guy. I like cars. I just don't care for Toyotas. The Supra's cool. The classic Supra.
New
The
Supra's kind of
Camry
weird.
is cool. I like the Camry. I don't like the new Supra because it has fake air vents.
On the sides?
Yeah. The sides and the front grille.
Really?
For no reason.
I realized the front grill is actually the more recent Lexus ISs have those same lines. They're just more pronounced in the Supra. Like, so there's a bigger gap, but
And they're real vents.
all right, no comment. I'm gonna leave that alone.
People that I watch, like I follow people on YouTube that have like car vlogs and they buy cars and shit, like just to show people how the car looks. We bought a Supra and he's like, one of the things I hate about it is it has fake vents. Like, this could have been real cooling. All y'all had to do was just open it, but y'all just put a fake vent right here for no reason.
Probably didn't need it.
Then just put more metal.
Right.
Like the vent, I feel like that
Yeah.
messes up aero if it's a fake vent to a degree. Because you put that divot in the air, but the air can't go through where the divot is, so now it has to find its way back around the car. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't study cars, so I don't know 100%. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't like fake vents on anything. That's why it's hard for me to care about like sports cars. It ain't really sports cars.
Like what?
Ones that they try to make sports cars, like a Celica or something. Granted, it's another Toyota, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
You got something against Toyota, man?
huh?
You got something against Toyota?
No, I don't got nothing against Toyota. It's just don't make
Do we need to talk about this?
don't make no two-door cars and put fake vents on it, bro.
I feel you.
If it's not sporty, just don't make it sporty. Do
No,
like
think of
Buick
what?
did with their coupe. It's ugly, but they made it a drop top and it drives like a Buick. It's like, yo, this is the Buick drop top.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm trying
cool.
to think
I
of.
respect it. You don't need to be Lamborghini. You already Toyota.
I was just thinking
Y'all
of a
did
car.
beautiful with the first Supra. That shit is mean. I seen this dude that had one around my house the other day that was modded. Hit the gas once, revved it at the light. It was ringing in my ear for at least 15 minutes.
Definitely had turbos in it then.
Like gone all the way up, and then like I ain't never seen no super take off. I've never seen a car older than 2006 take off like this. Like it took off like a GTR. Like there was no lag.
Yeah.
It was like it just went. Like, and it was cold.
That means he knew how to drive.
Oh, for sure, knew how to drive.
Because there's
bald
turbo lag is crazy.
Semi-bald black man with glasses. He had like the buzz cut of all buzz cuts. Like it was just peach fuzz on his head. But you could tell that he still had hair. He just likes his hair that low.
Might have been military.
Oh yeah, that's how I know he could drive though. Military folks don't play when it comes to cars, man. You see a military dude like in a tuner car, like he built it himself.
You think so?
I think so. Honestly. Military though. Not like Air Force, not reserve.
You mean like Army?
Yeah, Army.
Okay.
Military. You see one of them dudes driving a tuned up car. It don't gotta be tuned up, just a certain type of car. You know for a fact he's working on it, he built it, or he just chose that car for specific reasons. Very detailed gentlemen and ladies. But that's not why we're here, because we're here to talk about this Beck album, this Hyperspace.
True.
I don't listen to Beck, so I
really don't know what
don't know what this is gonna sound like at all. I just know Pharrell had something to do with it, so it's probably gonna be some beats on here, some sounds,
and the cover's dope.
That intrigue me, and the cover is dope. I see Terrell Hines. Is that Dev Hines' brother?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's some black people in here, multiple, not just one.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's see what we're talking about. So the first track, Hyper Life, off the track album Hyperspace. Not surprised.
It's only 39 minutes.
It's only 39 minutes. 11 songs, 39 minutes. Concise. And there's some 4-minute tracks on here, so obviously he's not...
Ooh, 1 5. Close out with a 5.
Close out with a 5. Let's see. Hyperspace. Let's talk about.
Yeah, get that volume up.
And let's see. Talk about.
10 seconds later.
Very hyperspacey.
Very anime-y. I want to know more.
It's like, yeah, it's very animated. I don't know much about Beck, so I don't know if there's beat drops. I don't know what type of.
I don't either, but I just know that like that was very visual for me.
It was like waking up after a fight. It's like I was watching anime this morning. And this dude
after a fight.
It was like this dude. It just started on this alley fight.
Yeah.
The dude was just like how anime they.
What anime was it?
It was about a fight club, and it was like I forgot the name of it, but it was about like an anime fight club. And
it wasn't Baki, was it?
It wasn't Baki. I was about to watch Baki.
Like the OG Baki or the recent one?
Whoever got the mole. Was that both of them? They both
was his hair orange?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was a new one. OG Baki is like.
Because I was wondering where I heard that name. Baki, because I was like, I've heard of an anime called Baki before, but I couldn't remember it, so I didn't click on it.
Yeah, me and that's me and Jay.
I need to finish Death Note for real.
I haven't watched any of that.
Oh man, that show
All
has
right.
me thinking. Next 10 though.
Yes,
Next
sir.
10 for Hyperlife. Let's see.
10 seconds later.
Let's see.
10 seconds later.
I know to tell for a fact Pharrell was in there for that one.
It sounds like Trap Sonic the Hedgehog, and then it went into these chords that were like, I guess, look like the cover.
Trap Sonic. I can see that.
Like Sonic the Hedgehog, but the first game.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know. I'm not saying this in a bad way. It's just like.
No, I didn't say I'm just trying to picture Sonic running at that pace.
Real slow.
Or at that BPM.
He's leaned up.
Or if like he's running real fast and it's a slow motion moment. Like he's about to jump off, or he like jumped off the thing to where it's like the loop. Or like he just went through the loop and now he's just flying through there. I can feel that. Yeah. You can tell for real. You can tell you can tell Pharrell had something to do with that one.
How?
It's the same bop. That's what I was trying to say. Pharrell has the same, like, he has that same bop to a lot of his beats. Like, even the
I heard what you mean. I guess
it has the same like bounce.
like since you just mentioned it a minute ago, I'd have to listen to more of his stuff to really find it. But I mean, I have a
like listen to a lot of his stuff recently where he's working with people, and it's not just his stuff. If you listen to NERD, like the newer NERD, like and No One Ever Really Dies, now you can get some of it in there too, like newer stuff. That's new for real.
All right, so are we giving it another 10?
I wonder what those chords kind of lead into. Where...
Go ahead.
10 seconds later.
So he's like a British dude.
This reminds me of 80s pop music, at least what I know of it. Like I imagine him in those flat colors that you see in 80s music videos,
and he's just like
with his neon color sunglasses, hairs everywhere, and just like out.
Some room full of just rusty poles, and he's like coming up and down some steps for some reason. He just keeps and he has like a friend with sax behind him, something like that. But I'm gonna be honest, it's not white. I didn't mean to grab white.
It's more blue.
Yeah,
it's like I don't hate it, but you know.
Yeah.
We'll go blue.
Going blue for track 2. 2 blue.
Also, I'm yawning because I'm tired.
I'm tired too.
I think I slept like 4 hours. I forgot I had to come in early today.
Oh man, that sucks.
Saw Lightning.
Saw Lightning, track 3, 4 minutes and 1 second. Let's see what Saw Lightning means.
10 seconds later.
This is
sure Pharrell.
100% a Pharrell joint.
Yep. Just take some sound that's obnoxious and then make it pleasurable.
That's like a bluegrass drum.
Yeah.
I'm with it. Yeah. This is why I tell you when you're making your beats, you should do this. But I know you don't want to.
I do.
Oh, I haven't heard any of those.
It's because I haven't put them in MP3 form yet.
Anybody trying to hear that? Anybody trying to hear that shit, Tariq?
All right.
I want to see where else it goes.
Well, I keep forgetting that's only 10 seconds.
10 seconds later.
Is it bad that I feel like this is gonna be in a movie?
No, but I'd get that feeling too.
Every time Pharrell works with somebody that's not black, I get the feeling that it's gonna be in a movie.
Okay.
I can hear it in the movie.
It's an interesting delineator.
Blurred Lines was in like 70 movies.
Was it?
TV shows, yeah. Like low key, not like in movies where it'll be like
maybe that's
why
he does
moment where it was like my god, but like in movies like that little.
I could imagine this in like Kill Bill Volume 4, and she's just like chopping people up.
I could imagine this on a trailer for from some rinky-dink 2019 rom-com based in New York, where it's cutting back and forth between the things, like coming this fall. Like that reminds me of this Despicable Me stuff a little bit. Not happy, but like some of the beats, like all you know that one song.
I don't remember any of them actually.
It's just that one song that comes to mind with that. But what's that, track 3?
We can give it a green.
Green.
You gonna go blue again? I mean, right.
I'm just tired, so maybe maybe it's just me giving blue because I feel blue, but. Green works. I can hear.
I definitely started smiling after the first 10. Now, whether or not I want to listen to that for a whole 4 minutes, I don't know. I do know.
After a minute, I'll probably be dancing. After a minute, I'll probably be dancing to some degree. There's not much music you can cut on to where after a minute I don't find some type of rhythm to it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right, track 4. Die Waiting.
Die Waiting.
This goes out to all you young folks out there that are holding judgment. Don't die waiting. Let it be known how you feel, man.
10 seconds later.
So when it first came on, all I heard was Man in the Mirror, like the first 1.5 seconds, and I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, I once again still heard
movies.
I heard a scene. I heard like the scene where the star football player takes the country girl that just moved into the city, like down to the creek. He's like, "Let me show you something cool." And they go like sit, and he's like, "It's my favorite spot."
You know what that happened in? What? I told you I watched Drive Again.
That happened in that movie?
Yeah, he's like, what? I'm trying to remember where they were at first, but he was like, "Hey, you want to see something cool?" Like, yeah, and then like him, the chick has a crush on her son, like getting his car, and he's those big ditches they have in LA. I forget what they're actually called.
I want one of those moments so bad.
But they just he's just driving and he's up on the bank and like just jerking the car around, just messing around. But like it literally that's what he says. You want to see something cool? Yeah, and then like they spend the whole rest of the day together. Like go to a creek and stuff, and like he's skipping rocks and teaching the kid how to skip rocks. It's crazy.
Man, it's so many cool little places that I be trying to show people, but I don't want them to think I'm a serial killer.
Just learn French.
That's what I'm doing. It.
You'll be all right.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting better too. I'm getting. Matter of fact, let me think of something. Man. Man. You feel me? Chat, that's cat.
Yeah.
Je, that's I. J-E, je, che, or she.
It's not je. Whatever.
It's je. Je.
Okay.
Je. It might be je. Yeah, you're right. It's je. Je.
Like je m'appelle.
Yeah. J'étais de, JC.
Your accent is terrible.
No, it's not.
All right.
It's terrible?
Your accent, yeah, you need to work on that a little bit.
Hey, man. I'm 3 days in.
I feel you. Respect. Respect. I tell you, I gotta give you the those other audio joints. So are we giving it another 10 or no?
We can. Maybe it might flip. You never know it for real.
True.
10 seconds later.
This is interesting. Because it's like an all yes, but it's like an alternative hip hop trap record.
Pharrell and Beck in 2019.
And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like the last one, the sample and the bounce got me, but like I don't feel particularly strongly about any of these. And to your point, like it could be tired, but whatever, things happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, all right, here's some sounds. This is sonically pleasing, but this don't necessarily do anything for me.
That's a good point, actually. Just the layers that are in there. Actually, that's a really good point because we've said the whole time that it's very visual, right? And it's like it's one of the things that endears people to records is like what they imagine, which is why music videos are so important. But if you can cause a visual without a video, then your orchestration is on point.
Facts. Very factual. I don't.
That's something to be taken from this.
Yeah, I don't like the songs where you can only visualize one specific thing necessarily.
True.
I like songs where it kind of leaves it up to the listener.
True.
Like you can have your own video for it, and that's how you look at it. But like I can look at it how I want to look at it. So.
Touche. All right. Track.
4. I'm going blue again. To be
yeah,
honest.
blue. So track 4 was that Die Waiting, blue. Track 5 is Chemical.
Chemical Reaction. Another 4-minute song.
10 seconds later.
I like those chords.
Yeah, me too.
10 seconds later.
All right, yo, this is actually like super hard.
Yeah,
Because I don't think that guitar came in all randomly was at like bar 6. And they brought in the 808s too, but it's like it was just blended so well that it wasn't.
The 808s.
It wasn't like, oh snap, 808. It's just like, oh, this song just got really thick.
You heard the 808 when everything else was quiet, and it was like, oh, there's an 808. It was fire. Yeah, I like that. That's Yep.
And like we said before, hella layers too.
Very layered, very sonically pleasing.
10 seconds later.
Yo,
This reminds me of like Pharrell meets Mac DeMarco. I don't know if you ever listened to Mac DeMarco before.
I've not heard Mac DeMarco.
He's a Canadian guitarist / singer. He's in a band. Very melancholy. I don't want to say melancholy music because I don't know what melancholy means, but like it's just like a real like.
It means sad.
Oh, well, it's not sad.
I know what you mean. It's like it's
just kind of like it has like
it's emotional. It reminds me of like the B-roll cuts where there's like a convertible in either a windy road or like a long road in a big shot where the car just drives off and then it's some girl with long hair and she's blowing in the wind and that hands off the top of the convertible.
Yep.
And the sun is like not really setting yet, but like about to set and like halfway down.
It's like you're in Montana, so it's like it's not cold right now, but it will be cold later.
He's in Montana. I was thinking like California, but okay.
California is too contemporary.
Frisco gets cold.
Somewhere where like you could fully like you go out into the forest and there might just be a dude under a tree just playing a guitar, and it's not like he went out there to do that. Like he lives out there. That's his life now. That's what happens in Montana. In California, you go out into the woods, you see somebody under a tree. Like he probably lives in like LA in a loft somewhere. He's just being creative. He's like, I want to come out here and find my tempo. Like in Montana, that dude lives like that's John Redcorn for real, for real. Like he's out there with the woods and the people.
Have you ever heard Foxhole Radio?
No, but it sounds like something where a lot of people with necks of red listen to.
No. It was Jamie Foxx's radio show on Sirius. And it was him, and he always had different comedians on there, and they talk about everything. A lot of talk about relationships and stuff too, and what it's like dating, being famous. Because Jamie was like the main person, and so it was always about his stories.
I wonder why Jamie Foxx doesn't like black women.
Does he just not date black women at all? I mean, I know he's like halfway married to Katie Holmes, but
never seen him date. Like there was like pictures even early in his career, like
I don't know.
White women.
But he was talking about how like he's like I don't even go out and date no more. Like I just be come over. I'm doing something creative, and then like
just show up.
Yeah. That's what it made me think of. What you're talking about. Yeah, I'm just in the woods being creative. It's like I'm hanging out.
That's that type of drip that I need, but I'm not that. Like,
what you mean?
I'm not like I'd be my how can I put it? My attention span is very fluid, so to speak. Like if I'm doing something creative, I have to be doing that creative. Like I can't invite nobody over.
Why? Why you just tell them to come over and they can just watch?
No, because then my attention is on them.
Why?
Because now you're a guest and now I'm a host.
I guess, but if you're like I'm doing something creative, come through. It's like you can halfway host. You want to do cool.
If I'm doing something creative and then you just come through, you just pull up. See, what
if someone calls and it's like, yo, what are you doing? I'm being creative. Come through. Like, whatever.
If they call and it's like...
Have you ever had a muse?
Have I ever had a muse?
A muse.
And not in person, but like...
Right. That's what it is. So if you have, like someone that you're talking to or like, feel strongly about and you're being creative, like, and they come through and kind of like inspire your creativity, they're a muse.
True. I guess I've never had a muse in that.
Oh yeah.
Aspect. But,
get your French up. You might. Moving on. Did we? Oh yeah, we gave us the green.
Did we? Yeah, I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right, track 6.
See through
all this bullshit.
10 seconds later.
That's gonna rock. I can tell.
It feels like it.
That's gonna bop.
10 seconds later.
Yeah, it was about to bop. So
this is so interesting. I bet you he's about to be on Nat People's albums next year.
He's gonna
For
be.
real.
Oh yeah. And at least 3 of them are gonna be scores or like soundtracks.
No. I don't mean these songs. I'm talking about like after hearing this album, people are gonna be like, "Hey, I want you to come and produce," because it's like this is.
That's what I'm talking about too.
This is.
And 3 of them albums was gonna be soundtracks.
Like feels like Pharrell's version of trap music, and when I say trap music, I just mean like heavy use of 808s and like short and like aggressive snare sounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because this is so Pharrell, obviously Beck did his thing on there too, but it's super Pharrell even with the drum patterns and stuff. And I feel like he probably, I don't want to say he couldn't break in, but I think that like his version of aggressive underground records doesn't perfectly align with what people like out of the trap music now, but like this is what he would do with it, which is a much more happy giddy upbeat kind of thing where it's more emotionally vague but it skews positive.
He does what Chance the Rapper tries to do but fails. Chance the Rapper tries to make trap music uppy and giddy and
feels like an insult.
No.
It feels like an insult.
No, I'm not going to explain why.
That's like saying Andrew Wiggins is trying to be Mike. Or no, more like Kobe. Either way.
He probably is.
Yeah, but it just doesn't deliver. Like I couldn't.
That's the point. And that it's not an insult to Chance. It's a, I guess if he takes
a compliment to Pharrell.
Yeah, it's a compliment more so to Pharrell more than it's an insult to Chance, because that is something that people appreciate about Chance is that he tries.
He's trying.
He's trying, like, that's really, like, he's trying to take stuff.
People don't really respect trying.
People don't. That's why people don't really respect Chance. But
Deliver.
Kudos to, they respect Chance but don't respect Chance. Because it'll be like, kudos to you. You out here trying to be different. You're trying to take the sound that's popular and contemporary with all the young kids and put a positive, just make it fun. But the way he's doing it is not fun.
Yeah.
The way he's doing it is commercial.
You just reminded me of that YouTube audio. We're like, here's Chance's album in 38 seconds. And this guy's like, yeah, I love my wife. Yeah, I love my wife.
Literally.
Yeah, I love my wife.
Exactly.
I really love my wife.
He's trying to make...
Fam, I heard you the first time.
He's just... Chance is doing it the way that, like, big businesses do it. He just throws it down your throat. Positivity! Yeah! I'm married!
Yeah.
Yeah, friendship! I'm in the bathroom. Like, that I don't know. Like, that's just random shit to Chance say. Pharrell's more like, I'm positive and shit, man. Like, I'm just over here chilling, vibes, listening to these songs. Beep, boop, boop, bop. All right, I'm out.
Tight.
Like, it's happy because Pharrell's happy. Like,
right.
This is Pharrell.
Right.
This has been Pharrell.
Right.
Chance has made a change from acid rap to what he is now. Because the last thing that wasn't all uppity and happy from Chance was acid rap.
This makes me feel like I need to just be more creative. That's what I feel like right now.
This?
Yeah.
I can't say that Pharrell needs to be more creative.
No, not him. That I need to be more creative.
Oh, yeah. Every time you listen to Pharrell, makes me think that I'm lacking because he comes up with sounds that you would never think to you. Even with the NERD joint, the No One Ever Really Dies, for the Lemonade joint he did with Rihanna, that sample, no one would have ever thought to use that, especially as high up as him. The joint from the YouTube video, shout out to my peoples, mad ethnic up in here. Like, no one would have used that.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah, it was from a YouTube. It was like a Vine or like a YouTube video.
That's funny.
Or like an Instagram video. It was this dude walking around smoking a little roach with a bunch of white people behind him. Just like, yo, shout out to my peoples. And he just got the camera. He's like, we mad ethnic. Like, it's a funny video. And it's like, you would have never... Like, you'd have never thought of that. But that's just creativity and fun. That's just working at it. Chance feels like he's trying to make some commercial fun. Like, Chance is trying to
that's such an interesting
make
point.
fun of product. That's what it feels like. Chance is trying to sell fun. Pharrell is trying to make people have fun.
Yeah.
And it, like, I'm going to make my music fun. So when you listen to kind of how, like, Tyler Creator thinks. You can hear when Tyler Creator explains how he makes music, a little bit of what I think Pharrell's just doing without explaining it. I'm going to make you have fun because the music I make is going to make you feel a certain way while it's on. Right. So you're going to enjoy yourself while it's on, no matter what. You can sit there and try to be mad, but then you're just hating. You're going to have fun. Chance is like, listen to what I'm saying in my music, yo. I'm talking about my wife and chilling at home with my kids and good stuff. Like, how can you not? I'm good. You gotta. It's like, all right, just because you saying the cool stuff, don't make it cool. Like
that's funny. That's something that I struggle with. Like I tell you, my nephew's rapping now, and it's interesting hearing what he comes up with, especially when he comes up with like positive stuff that does sound super dope, and I'm just like, yo, why can't I do that? But there's also like I know for like my generation, my age group, a lot of folks still listen to like Future and stuff, and there's nothing really on the other side that's
positive.
That's positive, but also just more accurately reflects like a young professional. You know what I'm saying?
Like from people in your generation, the opposite of bad music or like bad influential music is music about women, which is why I think
the opposite of it.
Because I feel like
AKA Drake, music about women.
Yeah, but that's why I feel like people from your generation that came up like listening to music and like hip hop and stuff in the 90s and the early 2000s because it was old enough to listen to it. Like you had your grimy New York rappers, gritty New York rap, which was like what everyone took as like mainstream rap, kind of like that boom bap sound.
Yeah.
You had the dudes down south, but nobody really cared about them yet.
Right.
And then like it was really just like East Coast, just hard shit. Like West Coast rappers, they were starting to get a little bit of stuff.
Yeah.
It was starting to come up, but it was really just East Coast that was taking over most of the stuff. Or that was the East Coast rap was the mainstream sound of rap because it was gangster music. It was dudes, New York drug dealers, all this stuff like that. And then that's when who was it? Tribe came out, like Bonita Applebum, and that's when like you know what I mean?
see what you're saying.
The other side of hip hop that wasn't all gangsters was
right. So we gotta remember though that was folks that were, like, say they're probably mid 20s at that point. So like it made sense. But I'm saying, like, right now though.
But that's what I'm saying about people in your generation listening in the future, because he doesn't really talk about the gang, like the bad stuff. Now
just the drugs.
It's just drugs and women. Now that's really all he talks about is drugs and women. So for someone like, how can I put it? I don't want to put this without putting people on blast. For somebody that isn't necessarily couldn't relate to the thugging, but listens to Future for the drugs, like that's a certain type of person. Like,
right.
It's a certain. You have certain experiences and stuff in your life.
Right.
Usually, probably because you just bullshitting a lot with the certain stuff.
All right.
Like that's why you can relate to Future, because all the stuff that you're doing. Usually, people that have their own self-inflicted problems, people that enjoy Future's music, because Future raps about self-inflicted problems.
I can see that.
Yeah. Versus people that listen to like Jay-Z coming up more, and listen to like the hip hop they listen to now. I feel like it's more people that would. Some people went in the good direction, some people didn't. People that was trying to make something happen. Like people that was like trying to it was motivational music.
Right.
Like that was the difference.
Right.
Like, see, the motivational music was love music. The love music have you making bad decisions because you're making off your heart. And the motivational music have you making logical decisions, but not everybody's smart enough to make logical decisions.
This is true.
I just got really deep on that. I had to make it make sense because I was losing myself a little bit.
I noticed. Yeah, I feel you. I don't know. It's like the folks who are doing positive rap now though, or positive records they're like too woke.
And
it's like it's just there's so much polarization.
It goes back to I didn't really say this, but this was in my brain when I was saying like when Tribe Called Quest came out with like Bonita Applebum, because like they was the woke dudes that could spit the spiritual wokeness to the girls, and it wasn't all just trap grimy shit.
Right. Like
it's all like I feel like it all goes back to trying to talk to women, like how music is made. Even if it ain't about women, it's all going back to how you would communicate with women in the room. Like that's why
I could see that
the rappers and the Jay-Z, let's say the Jay-Z type dudes, they come up with slick ways to say dangerous shit to make women not feel scared,
not feel threatened.
Yeah, make you feel like we real over here, but like we suave with our realness. Right. And then the niggas is over here treating girls like whatever, try to sound victimized. Based off of their decisions. So it's all it's all the love communication in the industry.
Yo, that is hilarious.
But I got a point though.
No, you do. It's just
I got a point. That's if we sticking with the Future example, that's really what Future's like. He's victimizing himself. He cheated first, but then she left. So he's like, well, you gonna leave me when I'm going through some rough times? Then you cheated. Yeah. You can victimize yourself as much as you want, but you did the fucked up thing. Real. Versus the Jay-Z thing, I got stitch, stat, boom, blap, blap. I want you to fight like I'm talking to where I'm not like I want you not think that I'm paying attention to you, but the way I'm talking is clearly directed towards you. You feel me? Like, cause the way I talk, we don't talk this clean to each other. Like we cuss each other out. We say what's really going on. You in the room, so I got to come up with some cool shit to say, so that one, you don't really know what's going on, so I can't really let you in the game because I don't really know you like that. Two, make you think something different is going on. You know, like it's
that's
all,
super funny.
It all goes in plan.
It reminds me of conversations I had with some of my homeboys because we always have like, I talk. It's always nicknames and like random names for stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You got it, like making it fun. That's how the hard dudes made it fun. They just said stuff cooler. Like, And then the dudes that wasn't hard, the way they made it fun was, I'm talking about girls.
Yeah.
Everybody love girls. and then the degrees to which people talk about girls changed. It was the dudes that was like, yo, we in the party, dance with everybody, it's lit. Then there's dudes like, yo, I'm trying to make you my wife. Then there's dudes that was like, I need somebody down with me. I don't need no wife. I just need somebody to run these streets with me. Then there's dudes, fuck bitches. All y'all want is dick and just take money. So I'm gonna give y'all dick and kick you out the house. It levels as we advance. But
levels.
We're here to talk about the
green.
Beck album.
Oh.
See-through, we gave that a green, right?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6. Yep. So we off to track 7. The title track. Hyperspace, featuring Terrell Hines, brother of Devin Hines. Member of Blood Orange, right? Or am I just making things up?
I think you're just making stuff up.
Don't listen to me. I'm tired of the same thing.
10 seconds later.
I like the bop.
Interesting.
I like the bop. 10 more for me.
10 seconds later.
I like it.
That's interesting. I didn't think.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the snare. I think it could have hit a little softer.
After the first 10, though, I was just like,
I feel you. I like it though.
And for me, it's like blue at best.
It's like of that Tyler that West Coast elk. Like it sounds a lot like this song called Gone Gone off the Igor album. The song is Gone Gone / Thank You. It's 2 songs. I think I want to say track 8.
How do you know this?
Because I really like that album.
Fair enough.
I want to say it's track 8 or 9. It's like 6 minutes long. That's why it's 2 songs. But in the beginning, it starts off with like that, like real like peppy, like promy bop, and then it switch over to like this weird drum loop that is just, I love it. Oh my god. But that's how it sounds to me. Matter of fact, can I bring it up? Yeah, we can bring it up. We're just gonna go here let's go to YouTube. Then
Fuck that.
Hold up, Jay. I ain't talking about you. Gone, thank you. Like just the first. I don't want to see Germany people breakdance. YouTube, give me some ads that
I do kind of want to. Oh, go ahead. Skip it.
YouTube, give me some ads I care about.
Interesante.
Yeah, it sounds very much like that to me. So I'll just run it back from right. See what I'm saying?
I see the connection. I wonder what Terrell Hines is doing.
His part is probably a little bit farther back.
Yep.
I wonder if that switches. Because I wonder if Pharrell worked with Tyler on Gone Gone. And they might have he might have done like a 2-minute 45 version of Gone Gone.
That was like a white for me.
A white?
Yeah.
I respect it. Track 8, Stratosphere.
10 seconds later.
You know what vibes I'm getting? I'm getting very Frank Ocean vibes. Now, granted, Frank Ocean might have stole these vibes from Beck, because I think Beck might have been around.
He might have been up first.
Yeah, Frank might have stole some Beck vibes.
I'm sure of it.
But I don't know, just that faint guitar in the back. Not really faint, but like background. I want to say electric acoustic, whatever. Electric guitar. Electric acoustic. Sounds like an acoustic guitar that you plug in.
Okay.
Because it didn't really sound electric, because I didn't get real like the real hard.
Yeah.
But yeah. But that was the first 10. And I like his voice. This is the most I've heard Beck voice on this whole album so far.
In all 140 of these seconds, 150 of these seconds.
Yeah, he has a nice voice. He has a nice voice, or at least he knows how to hold a note very well. Because that's the difference between certain singers. There's singers. It's funny. I was having this conversation with this girl not yesterday. Someday that was in the past. We were having this conversation.
Just not today.
Yeah, it wasn't today, but it was a day that recently happened, and it was about Rihanna versus Beyonce. And my argument was Beyonce is a better singer, Rihanna's a better songwriter, in my opinion. Like Beyonce holds notes.
That's interesting.
And makes songs hit better with her voice, but I feel like the way Rihanna writes is more conducive to her audience.
Yeah, I mean, however much either of them actually write. My differentiator has always been Beyonce is I think technically speaking a much better singer.
Oh yeah, by far.
But like she doesn't emote much. Like I don't feel any emotion when she can do it mechanically.
Yeah.
Like she can hit the notes, hit them at the right time, whatever. But like I don't always feel the emotion from it. That's why like for me,
she's like an opera singer, in a sense.
Kind of, but opera singers are like, I mean, you're acting, so you have to emote, or else you'll never make it on the big stage. But for me, that's why like Lemonade was a big deal, because it was probably the first time that I felt like she presented a lot of emotion in her delivery over the course of a project. Whereas like prior to that, it was just like, yeah, you're hitting these notes, but I don't feel you.
Yeah. And that's Love on the Is this love on the page? That Rihanna song, it's Love on something, but like that.
Yeah, it's love on the Brain, I think.
Love on the Brain. That was a turning song. That and James Joint, mainly because of how it sounds. That acoustically is beautiful. The whole Anti album, to be honest.
Yeah, and then when DJ Mustard came out with the R&B, I was like, what? Mustard making R&B records?
No.
That joint was fire.
Rihanna, like, that's why I say the way she writes, because she's saying stuff that that induces something out of her, where Beyonce is like,
there's words here and there's notes that match the words.
I feel more so she gets a lot of her
I will execute them
stories, quote unquote, from the people around her rather than from her actual experiences. Like, I feel like lots of good conversations.
Maybe that's why Lemonade worked so well, because it was
her.
It was her story.
Her. That's why she just dropped it. They ain't tell nobody. Like, it was just like, this is me.
Yeah.
Riri. Whereas everybody else is, but yeah, like her stories. Like, she has nice conversations in the studio with managers and assistants, and we get all close, and that's why that's why artists be like best friends with their assistants, because that's where they get their stories from. You don't know what them assistants went through to become their assistants? Like, what do you think?
You think that's what happens?
Yes! I honestly think that's what happens. Now, it's different when it comes to girls like Cardi B. Because Cardi B done lived that life.
Cardi B got
anecdotes. Stories, boy. I got to see that movie
Check
Hustlers, too, because I want to see how good her acting skills are.
Probably non-existent. Check that.
Probably not at all. Oh, we still going?
No, I'm saying it's probably... Is the framing correct?
Oh, yeah. It's still good. Yeah. But that's. But you never know, cause she's real animated. Like, she's a really animated person. That's why.
But can she like play someone that's not herself?
That's what I want to see.
Interesting.
I want to see if she can play.
I was kind of hyped that she got a movie, cause it's clearly like they try to make it. Oh no, it's not her stories, but no, it's definitely her story.
Literally her story.
Right.
And it's you couldn't even hide that it was her story. Like,
right.
You can't put the Hustlers movie out like a year after Cardi B blows up.
Right.
Come on now. But Stratosphere.
Are we giving it another 10?
Yeah.
10 seconds later.
I always like that faint thing that comes in.
Pads. I'll let you go.
I'm an emotional listener, so it could be blue or green for me. Like, when I listen to music, I immediately, whatever I'm hearing, I'm in that world of what I imagine it. Like, immediately. Like, it's very few songs that come on. Like, if I'm listening to music. Now, if music is on, that's different. But if I'm listening to music,
I feel like that's what affects our opinion on songs, right? Is how we emotionally relate to them.
And I'm very visual. You can tell from all the types of examples and things that I give off. I'm a very visual person. So, like, when I hear it, I automatically, like, that's why I said Frank Ocean, because I immediately went to a specific Frank Ocean song that had a special
for me, this one is mellow, but I don't know. I don't feel whatever emotion is being conveyed. That's where I'm at with this one.
I don't necessarily feel an emotion, more so like an energy, more like a vibe.
So
like,
we can go blue. This one's more white for me.
Meet in the middle ground. Blue. That is called Compromise. So we at track 9.
Dark Places.
Dark Places. We've all been there before.
Yes, we have.
10 seconds later.
That's for sure, for real. Those weird keys. Pharrell's the king of weird keys. People just don't be noticing because he's a master of chords and octaves. He be putting in some weird
music theory, my guy. I'm indifferent.
Indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling
What is your feeling?
there's gonna be a hard kick and it's gonna be an interesting drum loop.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we get it.
Tell you, when I get that feeling, I get that. Doom, doom, doom,
I'm intrigued by it, but I don't love it.
Yeah, that one is that's white for me. It doesn't sound bad. This sounds like an attempt at like a spacey country song. A little bit. Like it sounds like you was trying to be like
Down Home on the Ranch on Mars.
Down Home on the Ranch in 2038 when like it's just like one blade swipe to harvest the field and it takes 15 minutes. So
That's hilarious. That's only 18 years from now. I don't know how much planet
Hey look, Elon Musk is coming out with bulletproof pickup trucks. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out with the 10,000 horsepower plow sooner or later.
once he gets to Mars, yeah.
Once he gets to Mars. He ain't even worried. Look, he trying to put some food on Mars. He gonna come out with the plow first.
So what are we going with this on this one?
White is cool for me. White.
All right.
That's what I say. If you honestly possibly even convince a red out of me, but white is cool. White is cool. We don't do that to my boy Pharrell. Even though this is Beck's album, I
Right.
still give a lot of credit to Pharrell. I just know. Like just the way it sounded. Pharrell was all over this thing. All right, last two tracks. Track 10, Star. Oh, there's curse words on all these tracks because there's the mature thing next to it.
Nah, it's for Master.
Oh.
Title, baby.
I was gonna say, look at me out here.
E is very explicit.
Back to the music.
10 seconds later.
The lovely day, lovely day.
Oh.
Lovely day. When
You're
I
right.
Wake up in the morning. That's all I could hear. Just those drums, sunshine in my feet.
I definitely like it though.
I do like it. I love it. I don't love it. I like it. It has that little
I'm leaning green on this one.
I am as well.
10 seconds later.
Beck almost ruined it. He almost ruined it. Because that vocal, he was just a little...
You weren't feeling that vocal?
It was a little flat when he first came in, but he brought it back. He brought it back. Yeah. And then he read it in. He brought it back. But yeah, that sounded like some sped up Lovely Day.
Yeah, I'll go green on this one.
That was Al Green, right? Lovely Day?
Unsure. I don't want to
say
say
it was Al Green.
I don't want to say yes and then be like extra super duper wrong.
I want to say it was Al Green. Either Al Green or Bill Withers. It wasn't Bill Withers.
It was.
Who?
Lovely Day. Bill Withers. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Because that tone of voice, you can't. It's only but so many people that could be.
Good point.
So, here we are. We've made it. I think this is like the second time I've looked at this main camera today. That's how you know I'm tired. I'm just ignoring y'all.
Y'all see my face.
Yeah. And now that I know about the new angles that we about to drop, y'all get my face. Y'all just get the rest of me. Track 11. Last track. Everlasting Nothing. Everlasting Nothing. You thought I loved you, young lady. No. I get the dick and then I go. Give it. Back to the music.
10 seconds later.
This sounds like it'll be playing in Joel Osteen's church. Like this is like some real contemporary gospel vibe.
Oh god. Yeah. Yeah.
Like this would be like a random band from Seattle named Barefoot. They'll made this. Random band from Seattle named Barefoot made this.
Probably.
And they don't play barefoot.
And I'm not a huge fan of feet anyway. I'm not an anti-fan, but feet don't really do it for me.
Yeah, I don't like feet. Strange enough.
I'm saying I don't like. Some people be like, oh yeah, like they turns them on. No,
I'm not. Feet don't turn me
I like
on.
cute feet. Don't get me wrong.
But I am a big fan of legs. So if your foot is perfect and your leg is perfect too, that might just
you might be wifey.
That might just do it.
You're hilarious.
You you got that right definition of your calf, like
The only reason
I
why
value
you
the
carried that
world.
analogy was just to say that like feet don't work for everybody. This is I thought he was gonna skate without any reds, but I mean, is that go ahead, run the next 10. See what happens.
Well, you just I was playing with y'all.
I mean, that would be hard.
That would be so funny.
Let's see what happens.
If Pharrell just came in like, y'all really thought I was gonna release that? No, bring him in. Timbo.
10 seconds later.
You know what this was reminding me of?
Ocarina of Time,
I don't know what that is. but-
Legend of Zelda on N64.
No, it was reminding me of if you ever seen The Reverend, the music that they were playing when they were like in the desert.
Mm-mm.
The random Native American that found Leo DiCaprio, like helped him get it back to health.
No, I haven't seen that.
Because this kind of
Sounds like it makes sense though.
Kind of sounds like Native American music a little bit.
With the
Kinda
flute,
real.
yeah, it's like a wooden flute.
That and the slapping of the guitar, the boom,
It's a good point.
like the real just around the campfire type stuff. This is a no for me, dog. It's a no for me. Damn, this is the first album that finished off terrible. We held a general consent and then just dropped off.
I mean, it was nice and average, and then
It was
they started
average,
taking.
and then poor ending. But this is not what even genre of music is this?
It's back genre. I told you, it's like alternative, classic hip hop, whatever.
Oh, it's like that Tame Impala.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you see it.
I guess I should have flipped it over.
You see it.
There you go.
Started with a blue,
More
ended
accurate.
with a red, Bloods and Crips all day, with some greens in there. Some what gang is green?
Depends on where you go.
Well, any of y'all green gang members, shout yourself out in the comments without incriminating yourself.
That's an oxymoron.
And it's also a test of creativity.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Let's see if you can give yourself the credit without giving yourself the recognition. Hard thing to do. Shout out to Frank Ocean. Shout out to Pharrell because he does that often. Put out a whole album. You know, he made 90% of the beats on this.
You think so?
Well, he was at least heavily influenced.
Present?
Heavily present. In my opinion. Heavily present. But you don't see his name nowhere.
Yeah.
You don't see his company. And even, like I said, when he dropped the thing, it was that. And then the second picture was like him and Beck. Just like, he was like, yo, congrats. Like, it wasn't it was like, yo, congrats on your album, Beck. Or, yo, you did it together. Like, you don't be needing all that. Because then Pharrell get in the room, he knows what he give you. He knows exactly what he's going to give you. So why do I need to let you know what I'm going to give you when I can just give it to you? You hired me.
True.
That's how Pharrell speaks. You hired me. So why do I need to
Is
talk
that
myself?
is that how he speaks? You sure about that?
I hope so. I hope that Pharrell is like low key, like condescending and stuff, but not like meanly. Like he's just super confident.
I mean, like I always say, you don't get to that level unless you got some edge to you, because people are always gonna try you, especially if they want to take advantage of you with a contract or whatever. So his longevity speaks to the fact that he's like, he got some edge to him.
He for sure got some edge to him. Pharrell came in the game skinny and light skinned as hell with a neck tat. Like it was like his only tat. That junk was just on his neck with the skaters. He came in a little Asian looking black dude from Virginia out here making songs about lap dances with videos and naked chicks. Whipping an Enzo. He had an Enzo.
Who are we talking about again?
Pharrell had an Enzo.
I thought we were talking about somebody else for a second. I was like, wait a minute.
Who did you think I was talking
Because you mentioned someone else a second ago.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's how you know I'm saying names. I didn't even mean to say no names. Nah, Pharrell's that man. Pharrell's that dude. He's been that dude. Mama, there go that man.
Album
Overall
covers,
review. This is something I'll listen to like.
It's funny. The album cover's
on the
like,
drive.
album cover's kind of dope, and
That
like,
was dope as hell.
and the album cover does a good job of reflecting the album itself, but it's like is it as dope? I don't know. Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. Like I'm
It
glad
does.
that that's not like an NSX or like a Supra Skyline. Because if it was a Skyline in the image, then it's like, all right, you got to come with some heat, boy. It's something you had to tell me about. No offense to the cards that you have to tell me about, but you know, if I didn't know about it already, it's probably like some
So it's
indiscriminate like
track
one of those
3, 5, 6, and 10
year
are like the bangers.
3, 5, 6, and 10. If you are a hip hop fan, first I would say are the bangers because we have hip hop brains. So that's
what are you trying to say?
I'm saying they bang
That's
hard.
racist.
They bang hard to us because we listen to hip hop and 808s and booty shaking music a little bit more than we listen to Beck. So some sounds that are comforting to us in our brains might not be comforting to someone that listens to Beck on an everyday basis, and where 3, 5, 7, and 10 are some completely new stuff. They're like, yo, why am I not getting more space vibes? Why are we always in the club? I want space vibes. I don't know. It's time to go home, to be honest. It's time to go home.
Yes, it is.
But there you go. I would say my rating, if I had to give it a rating out of, I would say it's 7 out of 10. 7.2. 7.2 out of 10 because, like I said, it's sonically pleasing. A lot of the sounds on here, being that I make music, are inspiring because it's like, yo, I wonder if I can come up with that type of sound.
But I feel like that inspiration is mostly on 3, 5, 6, and 10.
Mostly.
But but yeah, the intro was, like I said, super visual though.
Very visual.
Even though it was just like the couple of chords and pads that were layered over each other, it did evoke a lot of emotion. So,
and like I said,
and visual.
Even some of the songs
stimulus.
that were like blues and whites, and the red, I didn't get nothing from that. But even some of the blues and the whites, for me at least, it was like I liked it. Like because I would say I listen to this type of music, whatever type of music this is, like.
Alternative hip hop.
Yeah, I listen to not even just hip hop, just alternative music in general, like more. Not more than hip. Actually, yeah, I would probably say I listen to alternative a little bit more than hip hop right now. Like
really?
What
are you listening to right now?
Right now, I'm listening to Sampha, his album Process. That was 2015 or 2016, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Incomplete Kisses on there is fire.
By Sampha?
Sampha.
I have to check that out.
That is
I'm gonna add it to
fire. I will say I'm listening to a lot of old stuff too, so a lot of old jazz. I've discovered this band, not even a band. These two Jamaican ladies, or these two Caribbean ladies. The Lovejoys. Reggae couplet from, I want to say, the 70s, 80s. Now, I don't even know what date, time. I don't know where they came from, but Lovejoys, if you have time, check out some Lovejoys.
Oh, yeah. Because there was a couple joints that they have that definitely were sampled, the beginning part. Mm-hmm. I couldn't tell you what exactly they were, but I remember coming across their stuff when I lived in New York and just like scouring YouTube for samples and then just finding
Lovejoys are cold.
Some Lovejoys records.
Let me bring up the Rolodex because, I'll be listening to it. Changes. We got Lovejoys. We got Saya Man. That's a funk. It's a funk group from back in the day. Their last project they put out, I want to say, it was like 2005. They got some dope stuff. They got some stuff.
What's the name of it?
As well. The album I'm listening to is Arrival from 1981.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another album from 2005. There's a funk album. Only Diamonds Cut Diamonds, which is electronic by this dude named Vegan. This was from 2019. And it's some hip hop sounds on there too. That's an album I think you check out. You find some cool stuff, samples, some inspirational stuff.
Okay.
Just some stuff to try out. VEGYN.
That's the name of a song or an album?
That's the name of the person. Vegan. Then there's Shigeo Sakito, jazz artist.
I was about to say, sounds like a Japanese jazz artist.
Japanese jazz artist from the 80s. 1986, this joint called Special Sound Series Volume 5, Artistic Electone, Amish at Dusk. Oh my gosh when I say the sounds on there are beautiful.
The name of the song is Amish at Dusk.
Album. I'm giving you the album. I'm not giving you the songs.
Oh.
I can't go through the songs because usually when I listen, like when I find an artist, I'll just listen to the album.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just listen to an album from it. I don't just pick out a song and go pick songs. I listen to the album. So I don't, like when it's a new artist, I'm not the best with individual song names off rip. But once you become a fan for me, trust me, I got you. Or at least the work that I like of yours, I got you down pat. But
True.
yeah, man. Also, playlist is coming back. Sweatsuit Saturdays is coming back.
Plug that shit.
Been a nice little hiatus. Been trying to work some things out. Just have not been making playlists. Back to making playlists now.
Nice.
I put out 2. One last. No.
Aren't you on like number 7 or 8?
I am on number 7. I'm saying since I'm on 10. I'm gonna be on 9 this week. It'll be 10 next week. Nice. But yeah, I already got some out. It's been a minute since 6 dropped, so I recently dropped 7 and 8 the last 2 weeks. You never know what you're gonna find on there. Like, you're gonna find some hip hop, you're gonna find some jazz, you're gonna find some samples from some music that you like. You're like, yo, I don't even know this original song.
Good old country music.
You might. If I like it, you might find it. That's the thing about it. I'm putting the music that I like on it. Like, I'm giving you my ear. And because I want to say I'm open to listening to everything. You might find a little bit of everything on there.
Have you ever heard Body Like a Back Road?
Body Like a Back Road. It sounds like something that needs to be playing in my room.
I mean, I'll leave that to you. No, I was on a date with this girl one time. We were talking about music. She's like, yeah, listen, she's from Houston. She's like, oh yeah, I listen to country too. I'm like, what? Like what? And she started talking about that record. I was like, yeah, go ahead, plug it in. She's like, you're not gonna like it. It's like, man, go ahead. I mean, it's kind of like
hey man, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel like country songs have like the best stories. I don't really
country
care for the
songs
music,
have
but the
some
stories
crazy stories because you don't know what's happening on that farm because you've never been there. You've never been there. It's like 15 people that live there and only them 15 knows what happens on that farm. So when they come out in the songs,
like the girl with the dragon tattoo. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That movie changed my life because I saw that when I was like 15.
Interesting.
And I saw it like by myself. Like I went to the theater and I went with like my weird friend. He's not weird, but like at the time, everybody was like, "Oh, he's weird." I mean, hang out with him. I was like, "Cause like watches anime and makes music and plays video games
weird,
from the '90s." Like, what are y'all talking about?
That's weird.
I just want like 2K and look at nudes like that ain't even get sent to you. Like you looking at news on another nigga phone. Like, come on, brother. What we doing? What's going on? Like, you better go enjoy yourself.
On that note,
yeah. Hey man, high school is a crazy place. But look, I'm gonna leave you. Have a blessed holiday. Eat up. Be thankful for your family. Be thankful for your friends. Be thankful for everything going well for you. Be thankful for the bad stuff going well for you too, because it's gonna make some good stuff start going well for you. Watch out for them snakes in the grass.
Keep it short.
Yeah. Love, peace, chicken grease. Not necessarily in that order. Don't play me, play the lottery. In the words of my man Larry June.
All right.
Just gotta sign off.
All right. And signed off like 8 times.
Hey man, whichever one works for y'all.
All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.